and welcome everyone to Natural Grocers Nutrition Education presentation. Today we are so pleased to introduce Barbara Swanson. Barbara is a nutrition consultant and author. Barbara will be talking to us today about how to reboot our gut health. Welcome, Barbara.
Thank you so much, Janina, Natural Grocers. I so appreciate that. So today I am going to talk about your gut health, your microbiome, focusing on simple hacks for us to take, not just information. But I do want to start with a little review of why our gut is so important for our health. So, for example, did you know that we have three brains? We have the big brain that most of us know about that lives in our head, with over 100 billion neurons. Those are nerve cells. Your heart has 40,000 neurons, and it speaks to the brain. And your gut has 100 million neurons, and it is called the second brain. And it speaks to both your heart and your mind. And it is responsible for over 90% of the serotonin that's in your body. So it is an incredibly important nervous system. In the microbiome, we have trillions of microorganisms. They live in beneficial coexistence with us. They have been referred to as the microbiota or microflora, and most recently it's called our microbiome. It's truly a complete ecology that has developed over millennia of human life in order for us to maximize our health. The genes in these bacteria and organisms outnumber our human genes 150 to 1. Another way to look at this, of all the DNA in your body, less than 5% is actually human. And all of that DNA is interacting with our body and our health. So a couple of facts that I think are so important. The microbiome is more medically accessible and manipulable than the human genome. It is thought that 90% of diseases are linked in some way to the gut and health of your microbiome. And you actually have more microbes than there are stars in the Milky Way. That is just a phenomenal thought to me, how complex we are. And the main job of our microbiome is to mitigate what we intake. We absorb nutrients, we fight against invaders that accidentally get into our food or drink. It's really our compost system. And we can't really absorb nutrients if our gut isn't healthy. So how effective your gut is at digestion and the daily cleansing that we have to have, which I'm going to talk about more in a moment, it depends on your genetics. Some people are genetically born with weak systems. That's a reality. Your current state of health, what nutrients you have in your body, and especially micronutrients in your diet, your lifestyle choices, other stressors you may have, and then your exposure to external pollution. So each of these is a factor in the overall amount of toxins that your body is going to have to remove in order to keep you healthy. And that is where your gut has its second big job, which is to keep the house clean. Toxins are poisons. There are internal toxins that we produce every single day as a byproduct of life, as a byproduct of metabolism. And some of these are really deadly. Lactic acid is poisonous, urea, uric acid, and creatinine. They can literally cause heart attacks, cause liver failure, cause kidney failure. These toxins have to be removed every single day, and that is part of the job of your gut. And today, in today's world, we also have an enormous amount of external toxins in our food, in our water, and our air. There are more external toxins today than we were really set up to deal with, which makes the importance of the health and cleansing ability of our gut even more than it used to be. So this is just a short list of some of the toxins that we have every day. And as you're watching this, if you see a slide like this, you can stop the video and look more detailed so that you can get the details you want about different types of toxins you may be exposed to. Exogenous meaning from our environment, Endogenous, meaning it's from us, we create it as a part of life. And then there's toxins of choice. People may drink alcohol or use marijuana. There's a lot of food additives that are quite toxic, like high fructose corn syrup. And then salt is very acid forming if you overeat. So diseases proven to be related to gut dysbiosis include autoimmune dysfunctions. This is where your immune system isn't working. Hashimoto's and Graves' diseases are two examples. These are both thyroid diseases, which are metabolic diseases. And because your gut controls metabolism, it makes sense that an autoimmune disorder like Hashimoto's or Graves' could be a byproduct of gut dysbiosis, which is bad gut bugs. Rheumatoid arthritis, even lupus. Autoimmune dysfunction is very closely related to gut health. There's also brain dysfunction. Anxiety and depression are solidly linked to poor bacteria colonies in your gut. Alzheimer's and dementia respond very positively to the introduction of probiotics. Allergies, obesity, and type 2 diabetes are all known to be connected to having poor gut health. So now we're going to get into some hacks, because this is really what I want. It's great to have the information, but it's more great to know what to do about the information. So there's two main categories of gut hacks that we're going to look at. The first thing you can control is nutrition. You do control nearly 100% what goes into your body, so use that. You know, it's one of the few areas we have a lot of control over in this life. And then the next thing you have control over to some degree are your lifestyle choices and your habits. Now, most people have to work. Most people have to go to a job. We don't, like the pandemic right now, it's phenomenally stressful. We can't cure the pandemic on our own. But there are other choices that we have on a daily basis that we can control. So let's look at dietary support tips first. Drink at least 8 glasses of purified spring water, herbal, or white teas. People will tell you to drink only water. I don't believe that. My experience working with people is that herbal and white teas, if they're organic and clean, actually offer benefits that are nutritive in addition to the liquid. So if you have a hard time drinking pure water, then make yourself tea. Do not add a lot of sweetener. Don't add dairy, but a clear herbal or white tea is very beneficial. Avoid toxic foods even when you crave them. And this is a difficult one. Cravings can be tough. Most people have cravings of sweets, salts, and stimulants. And they're always a dead end. If you're craving salt, you wind up needing a sweet to balance your body. If you're craving a sweet, you wind up needing a stimulant after you have a sugar crash because of your blood sugar levels. It's not that you should never eat processed foods or have treats. It's that you want them to be an exception, not the daily diet. Do add superfoods. Now, these are actually real regular foods. They're not all superfoods. I don't consider nuts and blueberries and, pumpkin seeds to be superfoods. But I do consider green tea, microalgae, turmeric. Those are superfoods, and superfoods are a food that have a lot of different micronutrients with not a lot of calories. So we can get tremendous benefits from the different micronutrients supporting our health, and that's a whole nother talk for another day. But add superfoods to your diet. Add probiotics and prebiotics. Probiotics are the live microorganisms that we're supposed to have in our gut. Most of them are bacteria, but some are yeast, and we are meant to have some yeast in our system. It's not true that we shouldn't have yeast in our gut. We need it, actually. You can get probiotic supplements, and then if you get live culture foods, such as live culture yogurt, coconut water, kefir, raw aged cheese, raw kombucha, raw pickles, raw kimchi, if it's raw and fermented, it's rich in probiotics. And probiotics may support the treatment of diarrhea, irritable bowel syndromes, and on and on and on. There's over 800 studies with probiotics and different diseases and how beneficial they can be. The prebiotic is what the probiotic lives on. And in general, prebiotics are going to have some kind of soluble fiber. That's what those bugs love. So asparagus is a really well-known source. Garlic, onions, wheat bran, not flour, wheat bran, chicory root, Jerusalem artichoke, and bananas. But anything with soluble fiber is going to make your gut happy. And again, in a world filled with problems we can't change, we have 100% control over what's in our body. So let's make the right choices as often as we can. The last dietary support tips: don't overeat. It really doesn't help. And don't diet. Eat healthy. A diet is about rules. A healthy lifestyle is about you have some freedom to choose what you want to eat, understanding you also want to feel good afterwards. Diet's about reducing how much food you eat. A healthy diet is improving the quality of food you eat. Diet is punishing your body when you haven't done well. A healthy diet is nurturing your body. You, instead of monitoring your food, relax and enjoy your food. There's no all or nothing, good or bad. It's all about moderation and an occasional treat that you allow yourself and enjoy. It's not, a diet is a short-term fix, and it usually only has short-term results. A healthy lifestyle is a long-term, healthy way to live that impacts you every single day for the rest of your life. So allow your body to prefer foods and juices and even amounts. Maybe someday you're really craving a whole lot of food. Maybe you need it that day. Maybe another day all you want to eat is juices and fruit. If you have a generally healthy diet and a generally healthy life, listen to your body. It has an intelligence you may not be able to access consciously in your mind. Take time to sit down at a table. Smile at your food. I love that one. Smile at your food and your whole life changes. It's kind of amazing. Put down your utensils between bites if you're not eating a sandwich. Set aside at least 20 minutes to eat. Many people, gulp down in 5 or 10 minutes because they're so busy. And over time, that's really hard on your digestion. You're not taking time for your body to prepare itself. Choose fibrous foods. These are going to be raw vegetables, raw fruits, whole grains. These are filled with fiber, and fiber is one of your gut's best friends. Fiber will increase the longevity of healthy DNA, so it actually potentially increases your lifespan. Lifestyle support tips include avoid overexertion. Now, a lot of people exercise super heavy once or twice a week. Some people do it way more often than that. It's not that that's wrong, but when you overexert, you're using a tremendous amount of micronutrient capacity. And if you're not eating to replace those micronutrients, you can harm your body. So mild exercise, walking or swimming laps, can help you avoid some of the pitfalls of overexertion. And if you're a professional athlete, or if you are doing really intense workouts, be mindful that you need to replace what you're using up in your exercise. Do use saunas and steams if they're available. They offer tremendous benefits. Increases muscle mass, improves your mood, improves focus, improves learning and memory. I mean, it goes on and on and on, the proven benefits of using sauna and steam rooms. Avoid as much as you can mental and emotional stress. Take time for yourself. Take time for your mind. Take time for your emotional body. You'll need it. Avoid medications and herbal medicines and remedies. Now, I want to clarify this. I am not saying do not use herbal medicines and remedies. Do not use them until they're needed. A medicine is a medicine is a medicine. And it's wonderful to use an herbal medicine instead of a drug, over-the-counter drug or prescription drug, but they're still a medicine. They're meant to be used to rebalance or to get to a certain place, and then your body needs to rebuild with food. So just be thoughtful when you use herbal remedies. Sleep improves your memory, increases your lifespan, boosts creativity, strengthens your immune system, reduces depression. Again, you can pause the slide to read all of these. Get enough sleep. It is so important to health. Dry skin brushing. Natural Grocers has dry skin brushes, natural boar bristle brushes. Phenomenal health benefits of getting circulation going in your body before you jump into the shower. It's quite amazing, actually, the amount of biofeedback your skin gives to your mind and your gut, and all of that increases your body's ability to remove toxicity and live at a higher level of health. Bottom line is that life practices that support our detox systems are really no longer an option. They are a necessity. We live in an extremely stressful world. Every single one of us with the pandemic going on, in particular, there is no escape from that. We need to understand and support our systems that help us stay clean so that we can stay healthy. So if you are in a state of detox, there's a couple of things you can do. You can slow down your detox process, minimize, again, your supplements, minimize the herbs you take, minimize any drugs. If you want to slow down detoxification, eat warm foods instead of raw foods. Get enough sleep. If you want to speed up the detox process, let's say you want to clean out, there's things you can do. Drink more juice and eat less whole food, or juice your whole food. Eat more vegetables, raw vegetables and fruits, and less cooked foods. The more raw you eat, the faster your detox system tends to work. And use digestive enzymes. And I would say do this all the time, no matter what. In my opinion, this is one of the most undersold supplements there are. It is always beneficial to every single human on our planet. In my opinion right now, the amount of benefits proven by using healthy digestive enzymes, a good quality of digestive enzyme, I cannot overstate it. They changed my life many years ago. In fact, if I run out of enzymes, I don't eat. I don't eat until I can get them. That's how important they are in my life. Again, you can pause this video to read this list. Thank you for watching. Now, if you would like to get a free in-depth health report, you can go to yourguttype.com/health review/ and I will do that for you. It's a very detailed and intensive health report, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Great presentation. And thank you all for attending today. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and watch for more presentations from Natural Grocers. Thank you.